I no longer have Mr. Daniels' number. And what I would do is have the conversation publicly, because what you've shown me is our private conversations, once you get public, it becomes something different.
The entertainment industry is notorious for its competitive and often invasive nature, frequently delving into the personal lives of celebrities. The music business, in particular, is often criticized for its ruthless environment, with some speculating about its ties to darker origins. Nevertheless, the film industry is no stranger to controversy, and recent revelations from Monique have added fuel to the fire. Monique has disclosed startling details about how Lee Daniels has allegedly assisted Tyler Perry in undermining fellow artists, including herself.
Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business? I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry.
Clearly, Monique is on a mission to reveal some intriguing information, and her latest focus is none other than Tyler Perry. Speculation suggests that she is gearing up to share insights into why Tyler Perry could potentially outshine Diddy when it comes to airing dirty laundry. We're all familiar with the scandalous stories surrounding Diddy and the accusations regarding his interactions with women. So if someone is hinting that the esteemed filmmaker and producer Tyler Perry might surpass Diddy in that aspect, it's undoubtedly a significant revelation. If you're eager to learn the juicy details and understand how Tyler Perry could potentially outdo Diddy, brace yourself for what promises to be a truly eye-opening revelation. A few months back, Monique took center stage at the Apollo Theater, expressing her thoughts on Tyler Perry, director Lee Daniels, and Oprah Winfrey. Alleging that they had effectively blacklisted her from Hollywood, the Oscar-winning actress candidly addressed the strained relationships with Perry, Daniels, and Winfrey during her comedy routine. Reflecting on her role in Daniels' 2010 film Precious, she asserted that since then, she has only been involved in 4 films, attributing this limited opportunity to what she describes as their concerted efforts to sideline her. It's worth noting that she initially disclosed being blacklisted by this trio back in 2015. Daniels, in response, told The Hollywood Reporter that Monique is a creative force to be reckoned with. Her demands through Precious were not always in line with the campaign. This soured her relationship with the Hollywood community, the filmmaker said. I consider her a friend. I have and will always think of her for parts that we can collaborate on. However, the consensus among the creative teams and powers thus far were to go another way with these roles. Monique continued to spill more tea during her Apollo set, expressing that, in her perspective, the term blackballed doesn't quite encapsulate the situation as she sees it. What is that black D connected to? That black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed by some black D who have no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey, she said. See, I know they like to say, Monique, you talk too MF much. It would kill me not to say the real shit. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly, so you can suck my D if I had one. In 2009, Monique had a plan to embark on a press tour for the movie Precious, co-produced by Oprah and Tyler Perry, to leverage the momentum of her Oscar nomination buzz. However, the catch was that they didn't intend to compensate her for the tour, and she was already fatigued from filming. Faced with this situation, Monique opted to skip the tour and take a much-needed break with her family. Initially, it seemed like a straightforward decision, and everyone seemed fine with it. I said, Oprah, I'm doing a talk show, I'm doing a comedy tour, I have a husband and I have babies, I have a little bit of downtime, and I'm going to take advantage of it. So I'm not going anywhere because I'm not obligated to go anywhere. I've done my part, Monique recounted. So we mutually agreed to disagree. That was it. Next thing I know, I am considered difficult and hard to work with. A few weeks later, media stories surfaced portraying Monique as difficult to work with. Despite winning an Oscar for her role in Precious, she found herself suddenly undesirable in the eyes of the industry. It was disheartening to witness the potential consequences of her hard work unraveling. Monique, connecting the dots, began to realize that someone was intentionally working against her. In a recent conversation with The Hollywood Reporter, she disclosed that Precious director Lee Daniels acknowledged that she was blacklisted for not conforming to industry norms. Monique has since called out Oprah and Tyler Perry, seeking an apology that remains elusive.
She said, if you don't want me to have your brother on the show, I will cancel the show. No show will happen, but I wanted to call you up.
After the press tour debacle, Monique revealed on Comedy Central about Oprah inviting Monique's brother Gerald and her parents to her show. The backstory is that Monique's brother had essayed her when she was between the ages of 7 and 11, a matter she had been open about in a 2008 interview with Essence. Monique had confided in Oprah about her strained relationship with her parents due to the A, and Oprah appeared to be understanding. Monique mentioned that she was okay with Oprah inviting Gerald, but didn't want to be a part of it. However, during the taping, Monique was blindsided blindsided by seeing commercials featuring her family. Oprah had seemingly gone back on her word, pretending to be caring. Monique demanded an apology, but Oprah offered nothing. No private apology, no public apology, nothing. As of today, Monique is still waiting for that apology. The fact that Oprah and Tyler Perry are buddies doesn't make the situation any better. Opinions are divided. Some believe she's just stirring up drama, while others think Perry and the gang owe her an apology. Monique undeniably has significant issues with Tyler, and she's not mincing her words. There's a rumor circulating that she's set on revealing all of his secrets. Given her extensive experience in the industry, it's not surprising that she might have some inside information. Moreover, Damon Dash has also sued the filmmaker in 2014, claiming that he was entitled to producer credits and compensation for various projects. The suit was dismissed the following year amid what Dash's attorney called a creative, fair settlement that would ostensibly lead to future collaboration between the two.
So you let him borrow some money, he hasn't paid you back?
Yeah, basically. You know, we had an agreement that if I gave him a certain amount of money, that he would give it back in a certain amount of time.
Damon Dash shared that his collaboration with Lee Daniels, including their work on the Richard Pryor biopic, turned sour. Dash confronted Daniels at a Diana Ross concert, capturing their tense exchange in a video posted on his Instagram account. In the video, Dash expresses frustration, saying, "As a black man, I gave you money that you needed. So how you not gonna give me my money?" Daniels appears to promise to call Dash in response. Daniels referred to the encounter as a wake-up call in a TMZ interview, but did not respond to the post's request for comment. Damon Dash provided specific details about his falling out with Lee Daniels in a 2015 interview on SiriusXM's Sway in the Morning. He revealed that he initially loaned Daniels $2 million to produce The Woodsman, a 2004 drama starring Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick. According to Dash, he got the money back, but was later asked by Daniels to invest in his directorial debut, Shadowboxer. Despite initial hesitation, Dash agreed, trusting Daniels' promise to return his investment. However, Dash claimed he never received his money back, and their agreement became contingent on him being involved in any other project Daniels worked on until he recouped his investment. Dash expressed frustration, stating, "And then as soon as Precious hit, he just went missing on me." Despite promises from Daniels about involvement in Empire, a popular Fox melodrama, the deal never materialized. Dash concluded, "You can't just walk around owing me $2 million and you got it." Tyler Perry has unquestionably left a lasting mark, ascending to prominence within the Atlanta theater scene and garnering box office success with his Medea series. Nevertheless, Perry's journey has been marred by controversy. There have been speculations that his ego grew to the extent of causing conflicts, even with influential figures like Oprah. In the competitive realm of Hollywood, progress often comes with hurdles and occasionally involves questionable tactics, and it appears that Tyler Perry might not be immune to this pattern.
Hearing all this noise, man, it was crazy because there were no black people on television. Before diversity became a thing, Tyler Perry was the only one out there for a long time.
Tyler Perry, following his box office success, he ventured into television with the well-received sitcom House of Pain. However, a controversy surfaced during negotiations for a lucrative syndication deal and a spin-off series titled Meet the Browns. According to Deadline, Perry allegedly dismissed 4 writers who were seeking union contracts, leading to a contentious situation in the industry. Writer Terry Jackson expressed dissatisfaction, stating, "We were good enough to create over 100 episodes, but now when it comes to reaping the benefits of the show being syndicated and having other spin-offs from it, he decides to let us go unless we accept a horrible offer." In response to the dispute, Tyler Perry claimed full authorship, stating that he personally writes everything. However, his issues with unions extended beyond the writer's room. In 2015, actor unions SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equity took action by prohibiting their members from participating in Perry's stage play, Medea on the Run, due to his production company's refusal to sign union contracts. While Perry may be motivated by a focus on maximizing profits, his methods have not garnered unanimous approval within the industry.
There's a camera on you, baby.
There's a camera on me right now?
Back behind you.
Oh, hello, praise the Lord. We'd like to tell everybody in Dallas that we are on our way. Thank you.
Following the success of House of Pain and Meet the Browns, African-American journalist and cultural critic Jamilah Lemieux penned an open letter to Tyler Perry, which NPR published. In her letter, Lemieux conveyed her discomfort with Perry's utilization of stereotypes in his work. She wrote, "Through her, the country has laughed at one of the most important members of the Black community, Mother Dear, the beloved matriarch. I just can't quite get with seeing Mother Dear played by a 6'3" man with prosthetic breasts flopping in the wind. Our mothers mothers and grandmothers deserve much more than that. Heck, our fathers and grandfathers deserve more. Mr. Perry, you have told the Hollywood old guard to kiss your backside, and I appreciate that, brother. But many black folks have expressed some of the very same attitudes about your work that white critics have. Acclaimed film director Spike Lee is among the notable figures who have criticized Tyler Perry for his use of stereotypical characters in his work. Lee is well known for openly addressing and expressing concerns about this issue with Perry's portrayals in his films and productions. Spike Lee continued to express his viewpoint, suggesting that, in his eyes, the inclusion of stereotypical characters in movies, including those by Tyler Perry, was contributing to breaking records. Lee emphasized his belief that the industry could aim for improvement by avoiding biased and nonsensical films that feature designated one-dimensional characters.
Breaking records, but we could do better.
Tyler Perry's casting choices and character portrayals have become subjects of discussion among viewers, prompting conversations about his business strategy. Some critics argue that Perry often casts dark-skinned actors in villainous roles while portraying lighter-skinned individuals as heroes in his movies and shows. This perception has sparked discussions and debates within his audience concerning issues of representation and the perpetuation of stereotypes in his storytelling.
Pitiful black woman being abused by a no-good, dark-skinned man, and then saved and rescued by the perfect light-skinned man.
During an event, Chris Rock drew attention to a recurring theme in Tyler Perry's movies, highlighting the limited portrayal of kind and respect. Rock supported his statement by referencing Tupac Shakur, suggesting that Perry's films could benefit from offering a broader range of character representation, including more diverse and positive depictions of black men. Rock humorously remarked, "Tupac might be a political leader if he was alive, but then again, Tupac might be in a Tyler Perry movie right now, so you don't know. Tupac might be the bad, dark-skinned boyfriend and the Tyler Perry movie." Chris Rock's point underscored Tupac's iconic status, highly renowned and popular rapper during his time. Rock expressed the belief that if Tupac were given the opportunity to appear in a Tyler Perry movie, there would be a minimal chance that he would be cast as a heroic character based on Perry's typical casting patterns. This observation by Rock highlights the critique of limited character diversity in Perry's films, particularly concerning the representation of black men. He further jokingly added, "I would hope he's a senator, but he might be kicking Jill Scott down a flight of stairs." In Tyler Perry movies, there's always okay. Chris Rock and Spike Lee share a perspective that underscores concerns about certain prominent movies potentially attaining success due to what they perceive as biased casting and storytelling choices made by Tyler Perry. Both Rock and Lee have criticized the impact of such ideologies on the film industry.
You know, are we going back to Mantan Moreland and sleep and eat?
Yet, if those films, and I mean, we're talking about Tyler Perry at this point.
Upon deeper exploration of the entertainment industry, it becomes evident that colorism is a pervasive issue within this domain. Hollywood, in recent times, has faced substantial criticism, often fueled by media campaigns featuring hashtags that rapidly spread from Twitter to television news. It can be argued that Harvey Weinstein, a convicted SO, was among the first high-profile figures to attract negative attention to the industry. In 2017, a multitude of SA allegations surfaced, exposing the darker facets of Hollywood's culture.
There's a new documentary that is all about the dark side of Hollywood and how some power players allegedly use their positions to prey on young, aspiring actors.
In the aftermath of the #MeToo movement controversy, Hollywood experienced a series of scandals. Comedian Kevin Hart, for instance, resigned as the Oscars host in 2019 due to the resurfacing of past homophobic tweets. Concurrently, the #OscarsSoWhite campaign emerged, advocating for increased diversity in the Oscars and greater recognition of individuals from marginalized communities. As a result, Hollywood's reputation has been significantly tarnished, transforming the once illustrious Walk of Fame into what could be described as an uninspiring walk of shame, lacking the stars that once adorned its path.
Kevin Hart has stepped down from hosting this year's Oscars. He put out a statement on Twitter tonight saying, "I have made the choice to step down."
On a February afternoon in 1940s America, actress Hattie McDaniel achieved a historic milestone by winning the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress in the 1940 film Gone with the Wind. Her victory was groundbreaking, making her the first African American to receive this prestigious film award. However, the celebration of her win was bittersweet, as the stark reality unfolded that she would be segregated from the rest of the attendees at an Oscars ceremony that effectively operated as a whites-only event. Instead of being a joyous celebration, this event was marked more by segregation than jubilation, highlighting the racial challenges prevalent in that era.
I sincerely hope I shall always be a credit to my race and to the motion picture industry. My heart is too full to tell you just how I feel.
80 years later, the film industry still grapples with a persistent form of discrimination, despite some progress towards increased diversity. The 2020 Oscar ceremony was tainted by racial controversies, a sadly familiar narrative for both viewers and industry participants. Notable snubs, such as the omission of Lupita Nyong'o for her outstanding performance in the 2019 film Us, serve as poignant examples of this ongoing issue.
And the Oscar goes to Lupita Nyong'o.
In contemporary times, discriminatory patterns have surfaced in the realm of movies and television, with Tyler Perry serving as a noteworthy illustration. This bias is increasingly noticeable, particularly within Perry's cinematic works, where actors with darker skin tones are consistently assigned roles as antagonists. A striking example is evident in Steve Harris's portrayal of Charles McCarter in one of Tyler Perry's iconic films, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Despite Charles being a successful lawyer, the character is depicted as far from an ideal husband. To the surprise of his wife Helen, Charles reveals the existence of another woman in his life and proceeds to mistreat her, ultimately leading to Helen's eviction from their home.
You don't see it?
No.
You ain't good for nothing. Find my bank statement and get the accountant on the phone. Then call Calvin and tell him to get over here and you can leave.
Blair Underwood portrayed the character Carlos in one of his movies. Carlos is depicted as a controlling investment banker who exercises dominance and control over his girlfriend in the film. Blair Underwood, renowned for his role in L.A. Law, has been a significant presence in Hollywood for more than 4 decades. Commencing his career in the 1980s, Underwood has navigated through various phases as a black actor in the industry. Recently, he offered valuable insights into the early stages of his career, shedding light on a pivotal encounter with the Oscar-winning actor Sidney Poitier.
And of course, this is what the kids are now calling a black movie. Black classic movie. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? They're so
I hadn't heard that. I like
innovative.
that. A blassic movie.
A blassic.
Okay.
In the 1980s, the presence of black faces on screen was notably scarce, and the available roles were frequently confined to limited and stereotypical portrayals, offering little diversity for black TV viewers. Blair Underwood personally experienced these challenges. Alongside Denzel Washington, he emerged as a prime example of black male representation on both television and in film during that era, garnering praise and recognition for their noteworthy contributions.
You know, these 4 black women in the hood, and like, now we're gonna do girls in the hood, and there was a little pushback. Like, why they only want to see us as slaves or in the hood? And
the challenges posed by limited and stereotypical roles for black actors appeared to persist into the 1990s. Blair Underwood reflected on this era, noting that virtually every black actor and actress in Hollywood, regardless of their name recognition or skill level, encountered a landscape where they were auditioning for the same roles. This underscored the industry's lack of diverse opportunities, showcasing a systemic issue that persisted during that period.
Mary, I've been a history buff like most of my life. I love history.
You do?
I don't know a lot about history, but I love it.
Philip Van Leer also got the chance to play a villain in Tyler's movies. He had a prominent recurring role in the first and second seasons of the show as a D dealer.
No.
Harry, Brenda, Harry.
Hey.
Harry's a high school coach.
Ion Overman also appeared as a negative character in one of Tyler's movies named Medea Goes to Jail as Linda Davis. Linda in the movie, an envious assistant district attorney who is engaged to Joshua. She secretly engages in illegal activities such as fraud, evidence tampering, and providing false legal documents involving some of the people she has prosecuted. Ron Rico Lee portrayed Chuck, an assistant district attorney and Joshua's friend in the film. Another actor, Brian White, was signed as a villain by Tyler Perry in his film I Can Do Bad All by Myself. He played the role of Randy, who is an abusive boyfriend and the antagonist of the show.
I seen the way you've been looking at me. See, this here my house, and I can let you and 2 little nappy boys stay here.
Right.
A discernible trend in Tyler Perry's movies and shows involves the depiction of negative characters who engage in abusive behavior towards women, raising significant concerns and prompting objections from many. This pattern is notable in shows like Bra and Sistas. Bra ostensibly revolves around the lives of 4 black men as they navigate relationships, friendships, and careers. The series suggests a close and enduring bond among these men, resembling a family even if not bound by blood. However, the cause for concern stems from the portrayal of abusive behavior towards women in the shows, casting a shadow on the otherwise warm and camaraderie-filled depiction of their friendships, as seen in promotional material featuring bright and happy smiles.
She says she moving in.
You seem nervous.
I'm a little confused. Wait. Okay, take it back.
Tyler Perry's journey has undeniably been a challenging one, with rumors circulating about potential clashes, even with industry heavyweights like Oprah. In Hollywood, it's often acknowledged that unconventional moves are sometimes necessary to achieve significant success, and Tyler Perry appears to be acquainted with this reality. Following success at the box office, Perry made a transition to television with the popular sitcom House of Pain. However, when negotiations for a lucrative syndication deal and a spin-off titled Meet the Browns arose, things took a messy turn. Reports suggest that Perry parted ways with 4 writers advocating for union contracts, sparking controversy and causing a stir in the industry. We're asking all those who had planned to attend the opening of Tyler Perry's new studio not to cross our picket line, said writer Christopher Moore. It's very disheartening considering that this is a studio run by African Americans. What Tyler Perry is essentially saying to us is that you're black and there's not a lot of opportunities for you, so you'll take what I give you, whether it's fair or not. Sistas appears to revolve around the lives of 4 independent black women with the tagline, "Single but never solo," hinting at a potential exploration of their experiences navigating the complexities of singlehood. While the synopsis may not delve into their friendships or careers, the promotional image presents individual pictures of the 4 women, rather than portraying them together. The common thread among them seems to be their shared status as single women, suggesting that the series may delve into their unique journeys in the dating world and beyond.
Look at me. You want me? Look at me.
I'm looking.
Karen, I don't love you no more. I don't want to be with you no more.
Criticism related to colorism has been directed towards Tyler Perry's film A Fall from Grace. The movie follows the journey of Grace Waters, portrayed by Crystal Fox, as she seeks love after a distressing experience with her ex-husband's infidelity. However, as she becomes involved with her new husband, played by Mehcad Brooks, she discovers dark secrets about him. Grace's vulnerability takes a dark turn, leading to accusations of murder and fraud, ultimately resulting in her incarceration. While the film explores themes such as love, betrayal, and consequences, it has faced criticism related to colorism.
When you wake up, you don't know that today will be the day to change your life.
Grace, please tell me what happened.
Tyler Perry's films, including Acrimony, frequently spark discussions and debates on social media platforms such as Twitter. Some viewers criticize Perry for consistently depicting trauma experienced by black women at the hands of men in his movies. On the other hand, defenders argue that Perry is shedding light on real-life issues that many black women can relate to. These debates underscore the impact of Perry's storytelling and his ability to provoke conversations around important and sometimes controversial topics. One person on the internet wrote, "Never had to tell me that Tyler Perry hates black men and shows his disdain for us in his movies. He's never shown us in a good light. Disgusting." Another one added, "Perry is not the person he wants people to think he is. He's a snake." Detractors of Tyler Perry, among them voices like Monique, assert that despite his positive contributions to the black community, he should be held accountable for certain shortcomings in his work. Critics point to instances in his movies and television shows where black women are portrayed in unfavorable ways or subjected to unpleasant behaviors. The argument against Perry is that some of his work perpetuates respectability politics, implying that conforming to specific societal norms is the only path to happiness and success for his characters.
And I just asked Tyler. Tyler made it clear that he said, "Look, no one can know that." What? Tyler Perry is not going to change
Moreover, there are apprehensions regarding Tyler Perry's inclination to wield significant creative authority, potentially unintentionally sidelining other proficient Black and brown female writers and directors within the industry. This concern is particularly evident in his interpretation of Entezaki Shang's play For Colored Girls Who Have Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Is Enough. Critics posit that Perry's method might restrict the inclusion of a broader range of perspectives and voices in his endeavors.
You know, when you think about film and television, it's been done the same way for years. You know, you record an image and you put it out there. Well, just because it's been done that way for many, many years.
Black comedians, akin to actors, voiced dissatisfaction with Perry. Many Black comedians have incorporated cross-dressing into their comedic routines over the years to elicit laughter. This choice involves juxtaposing their authoritative presence with the comedic portrayal of them donning dresses and heels. While this approach generates comedic moments, it also gives rise to nuanced implications. Dave Chappelle, delving into the issue, commented on the ramifications of using cross-dressing as a comedic device within this context.
But certain dots, like when I see that they put every Black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, these brothers gotta wear a dress.
During a recent appearance on Oprah's show, comedian Dave Chappelle posed a thought-provoking query. He contemplated the pattern observed among accomplished Black male entertainers who have, at different stages of their careers, embraced cross-dressing as part of their performances. A notable example is Martin Lawrence, renowned for his portrayal in the Big Mama's House series. Similarly, Eddie Murphy incorporated a female character into his array of roles in the Nutty Professor film series.
This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here.
Over the course of several years, Hollywood has been widely criticized for its role in perpetuating various stereotypes, which unfortunately shape the public's perception of Black individuals for a significant portion of the audience. During this period, a debate emerged suggesting that limited opportunities within the entertainment industry often pressured Black artists to accept stereotypical roles as a means of sustaining their careers and livelihoods.
Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take her clothes off on TRL? A weak person cannot get to sit here and talk to you.
And now, Monique has made this belief more strong by revealing that all the executives kin hands to do such things. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.